One of the things that I felt like the Ardent Mentoring specifically has done is just expanding my network of high quality people that are on a similar journey. I know a lot of people in my own community. I have a pretty good network, but not everybody's on the same journey. The other thing I think that's helpful with being part of a more of a formal mentoring program versus just kind of like tapping your network when you need some help or need some insight is just making like kind of like the discipline of just making it consistent time. I've probably been now for maybe 9 months or so engaged in the program, and so having a once a month time just to kind of report in a good way, have to like say, okay, here's what we talked about, here's the journey I'm on, here's the problem we're trying to solve, and having to report in. It's just a great accountability mechanism. And also just having someone to sort of say, hey, I'm a little at a loss here, like what do you think? And they're objective. They're not wrapped up in your organization's culture and dialogue. They can just kind of give you some kind of a fresh perspective. And the last thing I'd say then would be Scott particularly has a very specific expertise that is exactly what I was looking for. And again, I have a pretty good network, around me already, but I didn't have anybody with that specific expertise. It's given us some tools in which to eliminate distractions. And frankly, we've had to give up some work that we kind of loved, and I think that that's an important part of the journey is figuring out like we can love a lot of work and we can think it's beneficial, but we can't do all of it. Like last time I got on the phone with Scott, he's like, all right, what did you say no to? Like that was his first question. I was like, it's a great question. It's exactly the kind of pressure we need right now to eliminate some things that we love. And the last thing, I've been given the confidence and the tools to say, okay, here was my hunch. Now I'm heard from somebody who has specific expertise. Now I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to kind of put a stake in the ground and say like, yeah, this is we're gonna like bank on this being true. I encourage anybody to look in who is who's considering to kind of get off the fence and give it a try. I really do like how you guys are able to um, you know find specific challenges in an organization and then pair a mentor for that specific aspect. And I've been in a number of other mentoring type of circles where that was a little less effectively done. I was like, oh, talk to someone who's, further along on the journey. Well, that's great, but if that person's journey doesn't address a specific problem, if it's not paired with a specific problem you're facing, then it can be like a good life coaching thing. But sometimes like you just need something for like, we go to work to solve problems every day. And of course you need the life coaching element. So I think that's there, but this is more about like a specific challenge. But if you're looking for very specific ways to solve problems, I think your program does that really well.